Superhuman Mind, written and published by Ngasline. Have you ever thought about why some people appear untouchable, giving off a vibe that pushes away negativity like a shield? The key is not to create barriers, but to develop a strong mindset that allows criticism, doubt, and negativity to roll off you, giving you the freedom to reach new levels of personal strength. Getting to know your mental operating system. Your mind works like a computer. It processes information, stores memories, and runs programs that shape how you behave and respond. Your mental programs, shaped by years of experiences, beliefs, and conditioning, create the basis for how you see and engage with the world around you. Your mind has both hardware and software parts. Your brain is like hardware. It's the physical part that allows you to think, feel, and make decisions. The software is made up of your thoughts, beliefs, and mental patterns that have developed over time. Your mental performance is like a computer's. It relies on how well your brain is functioning and the information you've learned. Your current limiting beliefs work like barriers in your mind. These beliefs can be things like "I'm not good enough," "success is too hard," or "people will always judge me." They didn't just appear out of nowhere. They came from past experiences, cultural influences, and messages we've received from others. You can find, look at, and change these limiting beliefs. Mental programming has clear principles that, when you grasp them, can work in your favor. Your brain reacts to repeated thoughts and experiences by forming neural pathways, much like how commonly used programs become easy to access on a computer. Every thought you have and every action you do either strengthens what you already know or builds new habits. Neuroplasticity is the process where your brain can always create new connections and adjust to different ways of thinking. Your mind can't tell the difference between real experiences and those you imagine vividly. Visualization techniques are powerful because your brain reacts to detailed mental practice as if you are really doing the action. You can use this principle to put new positive programs in your mind by practicing and repeating them consciously. Your mind works like a system that has background processes. These are automatic thoughts and reactions that happen without you even realizing it. These background processes affect your choices, feelings, and actions in small but important ways. When you notice these automatic processes, you can start to change them to help you reach your goals and dreams. Learning about how your mind works shows that a lot of what holds you back are just thoughts and beliefs, not fixed parts of who you are. This information is powerful because it allows you to take part in changing your mindset for improved performance, resilience, and success. Upgrading your mental operating system starts with being aware. Begin to notice how you think, how you feel, and what you do automatically. Pay attention to the thoughts in your mind and ask yourself if they are helping you in the best way possible. Understand that you can choose to install new, positive habits by making deliberate choices and practicing them regularly. Your mindset is the base for all your personal growth and success. When you learn how it works, you can start improving its performance, getting rid of limiting beliefs, and adding new programs that match your goals and values. This knowledge lays the groundwork for building a strong mindset that will make you unstoppable. The strong mindset. To become mentally strong, you need to build what we refer to as the unbreakable mindset. This is a way of thinking that stays strong no matter what happens around you. This mindset isn't something we are born with. It's developed through regular practice and intentional mental training. Mental toughness comes from realizing that the challenges in life are not barriers, but chances to grow. Your viewpoint in tough times decides if you'll break down or grow stronger. A strong mindset starts with recognizing that feeling uncomfortable is a normal part of growing. Your mind needs to face challenges to grow stronger, just like a muscle needs tension to become better. Think about how Navy SEALs build their famous mental strength. They accept the idea of embracing the suck, recognizing and even welcoming tough situations. This method changes how they deal with challenges. They face challenges head-on, understanding that every obstacle helps them grow stronger. You can use this idea in your everyday life by looking for situations that challenge you and take you out of your comfort zone. Building a strong self-image takes more than just thinking positively. It requires you to completely change how you see yourself and what you can do. Start by figuring out what your core values are and make sure your actions match them. When your actions align with your values, you build a strong sense of self that outside opinions can't affect. Understanding resilience principles is important for developing this mindset. The first principle is emotional regulation, which means staying calm when things get tough. This means not ignoring emotions, but instead recognizing and directing them in a helpful way. Take time to notice how you feel without jumping to respond right away. This allows you to create distance between what happens and how you respond, giving you the ability to choose your reactions instead of letting them control you. Another important part is having a mindset focused on growth. Every setback can lead to a comeback when you look at life this way. When you face challenges, try asking yourself helpful questions like, what can I learn from this? How will this make me stronger? What opportunities does this situation present? These questions help you focus on finding solutions instead of getting stuck on the problems. Having a strong mindset means being able to adapt your thinking. Your mind should be flexible like a bamboo tree that bends in strong winds but remains strong at its core. This flexibility comes from knowing that there are many ways to succeed and that challenges are only temporary. Get into the habit of looking for different ways to solve problems when your first plans don't succeed. Creating a strong self-image needs regular positive self-talk. The way you talk to yourself influences how you see the world. Change limiting statements to ones that empower you. Instead of saying, I can't handle this, try saying, I'm finding ways to manage this situation. This approach is not just about positive thinking. It's a way to change how you respond to challenges. Mental toughness involves being able to stay focused when things get tough. Begin with small, manageable goals that are still a bit challenging, and then slowly raise the difficulty as you progress. When you hold a plank for an extra minute or work on a tough project with a short deadline, each challenge you face makes you mentally stronger. Your strong mindset is like a fortress, but just like any fortress, it needs regular care and support. Try to challenge yourself every day, accept discomfort, and keep believing in your ability to grow and succeed. The aim isn't to escape challenges, but to grow into a person who deals with them calmly and confidently. Mastering emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence starts with realizing that our emotions are not bad. They are helpful signals that guide us in life. Learning to understand these signals changes them from possible weaknesses into useful tools for personal development and social interaction. Understanding emotional intelligence means knowing that it's not about hiding your feelings. Instead, it's about learning where those feelings come from, what they mean, and how they affect you. When we face emotional triggers, our first reaction may be to respond right away. True emotional mastery means making a gap between what happens and how you react. This space helps us look at our emotions from a distance, like watching waves in the ocean instead of getting swept away by them. When we practice this pause, we learn to choose how we respond instead of just reacting automatically. To understand emotions, you need to be aware of your own feelings and also be able to recognize how others feel. How we feel affects our choices and how we connect with others. By understanding these feelings, we can communicate better and build stronger relationships. Notice how your body feels, the way you think, and the habits you have when you experience different emotions. This understanding serves as your base for managing emotions. Managing your emotions doesn't mean you have to be unemotional or distant. It means being able to feel emotions completely while still keeping a clear mind and focus. Imagine being the conductor of an orchestra. Each emotion has its own role and reason, and you guide how and when they are expressed. Gaining control comes from regularly noticing your emotional patterns and actively deciding how to direct your emotional energy. To achieve emotional independence, you need to stop reacting automatically and avoid being influenced by others' emotions. Lots of people don't realize that their feelings can be influenced by what others do or say. True emotional mastery means keeping your emotions steady no matter what is happening around you. This doesn't mean ignoring others, but instead building the ability to handle your feelings in a way that works for you. Emotional intelligence is important in every part of life. In work situations, it helps make clear decisions when things get tough and supports good leadership. In personal relationships, it helps create closer bonds and better conversations. Being alone can still be a time for emotional intelligence to support your inner peace and ongoing personal growth. A useful way to improve emotional control is by practicing emotional labeling. When we recognize and label our emotions as they happen, we can manage them better. This practice helps us look at our feelings without getting too caught up in them. Using breath awareness and body scanning together helps in managing emotions effectively. Facing tough situations regularly while being aware of your feelings helps you grow in this area faster. Every tough conversation, stressful moment, or personal challenge is a chance to improve emotional intelligence. With regular practice, this becomes a habit, allowing emotional control to happen naturally instead of requiring constant effort. Mastering emotional intelligence helps you achieve a sense of inner freedom, making it so that outside situations affect your feelings less. This doesn't mean shutting off your emotions, but instead building the strength to handle and understand all your feelings in a positive and helpful manner. By mastering this, you can stay balanced while experiencing all kinds of human emotions. Understanding self-validation. Believing in yourself is the foundation of a strong mindset. When you learn to validate yourself, what others think no longer affects how you feel. This important skill starts with realizing that you are the main source of your own approval and value. Lots of people find it hard because they have learned to look for approval from others, like parents, teachers, friends, social media, and society in general. This outside reliance can make you vulnerable and puts your emotional health in the hands of others. True self-validation comes from accepting your thoughts, feelings, and experiences without judging them. It means recognizing that your feelings are real and important, even if others may not see them the same way. When you feel hurt, angry, or disappointed, you don't need anyone else to tell you that these feelings are valid. Tell yourself, I get why I feel this way, and that's all right. Building internal confidence begins with acknowledging your value as a person. Your worth isn't based on what you've done, how you look, or what others think. It's a part of who you are. Make it a habit to recognize your own efforts, progress, and small achievements without needing others to notice. After finishing a task or facing a challenge, pause to recognize your efforts. This is not about pride or being boastful. It's about recognizing oneself honestly. Building self-worth takes consistent effort. Begin by finding the places where you usually look for approval from others. You might find yourself frequently checking social media likes, waiting for praise on your work, or seeking confirmation about your choices. Try to give yourself that validation from within. When you feel proud of something you've accomplished, try to hold back from sharing it right away for validation. Instead, take a moment to feel that pride and allow it to become a part of you. Building self-trust is important for validating yourself. Set little goals for yourself and follow through on them. If you say you will exercise, follow through. If you set a goal, make sure to stick with it. Every promise you keep helps you trust yourself more and lessens the need to seek approval from others for your decisions. Trusting yourself is a strong base for making decisions and growing as a person. Language is important for self-validation. Pay attention to your inner thoughts. Do you often look for permission or approval in what you think? Change phrases such as "I hope this" is good enough too. "I've done my best, and that's what matters." Swap "what will they think" with "what do I think about this?" This change in how you talk to yourself strengthens your control over your own experience. Doing physical activities can help you feel good about yourself. Stand in a way that makes you feel powerful and confident. Use it when facing tough situations or when you want to remember your inner strength. Create a personal mantra that strengthens your confidence and value. List your achievements and good traits, and look back at them when you feel like you're not getting enough recognition from others. Self-validation isn't about disregarding feedback or being alone. It means having a strong internal base that lets you interact with outside influences from a position of strength instead of necessity. When someone gives you feedback, whether it's good or bad, you can look at it clearly since your self-esteem isn't at stake. This stability helps you build healthier relationships and have more genuine interactions, since you're not relying on others emotionally. By regularly practicing self-validation, you create a strong sense of your own worth that is less affected by outside opinions. This is not only about feeling good, it's about building a lasting source of strength that helps every part of your life and growth. Shield against criticism. Being able to accept criticism calmly and stay composed when receiving negative feedback is an important skill for both personal and professional development. Some people let criticism hurt their confidence and slow their progress, but with the right attitude and resources, you can turn criticism into a strong motivator for growth. The first step to being able to handle criticism is realizing that feedback, whether good or bad, is just information. When someone criticizes you, they are expressing their viewpoint shaped by their own experiences, beliefs, and biases. This viewpoint can offer useful ideas, but it doesn't determine your value or possibilities. When you see criticism as information instead of a personal insult, you can step back emotionally and look at the feedback more clearly. Creating a shield against criticism means developing what psychologists refer to as thick skin, the skill to stay calm and balanced no matter what others think. This doesn't mean being unfeeling or ignoring others. It means building a strong sense of self so that other people's opinions don't easily affect your feelings. Imagine it as putting on a protective suit that lets you look at dangerous substances without getting hurt by them. A useful way to deal with criticism is the feedback filter method. When you get criticism, think about it in 3 ways. Is it relevant? What is the intention behind it? And can you take action on it? Consider, does this feedback help me reach my goals? What does the critic want to achieve? Is it possible to take important steps with this information? This process helps to distinguish helpful feedback from unhelpful negativity. How you respond to criticism influences its impact on you. Rather than getting defensive or pulling away, try to respond with curiosity and openness. If someone criticizes your work or behavior, you can respond with, "That's interesting. Could you tell me more about what you observed?" This response helps to ease any tension and allows you to get more detailed and useful feedback. Building immunity to criticism also means improving your ability to validate yourself. Build a strong internal feedback system that reflects your values, standards, and goals. When you act according to your values and do your best, outside criticism feels less intimidating. This internal compass helps you tell apart feedback that is important from the noise that you can ignore. Criticism usually reflects more on the person giving it than on the one receiving it. People's feedback is influenced by their own insecurities, experiences, and limitations. Some criticism comes from jealousy, fear, or the critic's own unfulfilled needs. Knowing this allows you to be kind while also keeping your limits clear. Turn criticism into a tool for improvement by adopting a mindset that values feedback. If someone suggests a way to improve, be sure to thank them for letting you know. It may seem strange at first, but saying thank you for feedback, even if it's not given well, changes the situation and helps you stay emotionally strong. Focus on the important parts of incorporation. Not every piece of criticism is equally important. Quickly evaluate feedback and decide what to include in your personal growth journey. Some criticism can be saved for later, while other feedback needs to be addressed right away. Keep control in this process instead of just accepting or rejecting all criticism without thought. The main aim isn't to ignore feedback, but to build a strong sense of self-worth so that outside criticism doesn't shake you up. When you know your value and focus on growing, criticism turns into a helpful tool for your development instead of a danger to your happiness. Understanding mental boundaries. Our mind is a special place that needs clear limits and ongoing care. Just like we set physical limits in our lives, having mental boundaries is important for keeping our mind healthy and feeling empowered. Mental boundaries are like invisible shields that keep our emotions and thoughts safe from outside influence and control. To create effective mental boundaries, begin by understanding your psychological limits. Each person has a limited amount of mental energy to use every day. When you let others invade your mental space with their demands, drama, or negativity, you waste these valuable resources. This lack of resources causes tiredness, lower performance, and increased sensitivity to emotions. To build strong mental boundaries, start by recognizing what triggers you and what drains your energy. Notice the situations, people, or activities that make you feel tired or worn out emotionally. Your boundaries need to be stronger in these areas. If you often get caught up in other people's issues or struggle to decline extra tasks, it probably means your mental boundaries are too weak. To protect your mental space, develop clear communication skills. This means you can clearly state your boundaries with confidence and without feeling sorry for it. If someone asks too much of you, saying, "I need to think about that," or "that doesn't work for me," can help you save your mental energy. You don't have to control how others respond to your boundaries. Energy conservation methods are important for keeping strong mental boundaries. This involves practicing selective attention, deciding what to focus on mentally and what to ignore. Not every thought, opinion, or drama that you encounter is worth your attention. Be careful about what you let into your thoughts. Digital boundaries matter more than ever in our connected world. Frequent notifications, social media updates, and digital messages can lead to many ways for mental distractions. Set clear times for checking messages and social media, and feel free to use Do Not Disturb features when you need to focus without interruptions. A key part of mental boundaries is emotional separation, which means being able to tell the difference between your feelings and the feelings of others. People often pick up on the feelings of others without realizing it, which can cause extra stress and tiredness. Be aware when you are taking on someone else's feelings and make a choice to keep your own emotions separate. Keeping strong mental boundaries needs regular care and updates. When your life situation changes, your boundaries might need to change too. What worked in one situation or relationship may not be suitable in a different one. Stay open to changing your boundaries, but keep your promise to safeguard your mental well-being. Setting mental boundaries isn't about building walls. It's about creating healthy filters that let in positive interactions and keep harmful elements away. This selective permeability helps you keep important connections while saving your mental energy for what really matters in your life. With regular practice and support, your mental limits become a natural part of who you are, helping you handle life's challenges more easily and with more strength inside. The confidence engine. True confidence is not about proving your value to others. It's about feeling secure in yourself and recognizing what you offer. Building real confidence is about knowing that it's not a final goal, but an ongoing journey of growth and learning about yourself. When you think of confidence as something that needs regular care and adjustments, you start to view it as a skill you can build, instead of just a quality you either possess or lack. Real confidence comes from being good at what you do. When you regularly practice your skills, you build confidence because you know you can tackle challenges well. This is not about being perfect. It's about enjoying the learning journey and understanding that each step you take boosts your confidence. Performance psychology is important for building strong confidence. Your brain can't tell the difference between real experiences and those you imagine clearly. This means you can actually prepare yourself for success by practicing in your mind. When you often picture yourself doing well in tough situations and managing stress smoothly, you're building connections in your brain that help you act confidently. Success in programming means making small achievements that add up over time. Begin with tasks that push you a little outside your comfort zone, yet are still doable. Every time you succeed, it boosts your confidence. As you achieve these wins, your brain starts to look forward to success instead of worrying about failure. When you expect good things to happen, it often leads to those good things actually happening, which boosts your success and confidence. The confidence engine needs regular upkeep by looking inward and adjusting as needed. Notice what you say to yourself and try to question any negative thoughts that could be hurting your confidence. Change them to practical, uplifting views that recognize your strengths and areas where you can improve. This is not about being overly positive. It's about keeping a realistic and balanced view of oneself. Your body posture and how you carry yourself can greatly affect your confidence. Using strong postures and good body language can create changes in your body that help increase your confidence from within. Work on taking up space, keeping eye contact, and speaking confidently. Your actions influence your inner confidence, creating a strong connection between your mind and body. One important part of building confidence is being able to deal with setbacks well. See challenges as chances to boost your confidence instead of seeing them as risks to it. When you face challenges, concentrate on finding solutions instead of fixating on the issues. This strong method helps keep your confidence steady, even when things get tough. True confidence looks different for everyone. Some show it by being quietly skilled, while others demonstrate it through active leadership. Embrace your natural style and focus on improving it. The aim is not to conform to someone else's idea of confidence, but to create your own true expression that feels real and lasting. Your confidence grows stronger with regular actions and challenges. Look for chances to try out and build your confidence in different situations. Speaking up in meetings, taking on leadership roles, or working towards personal goals all help build your confidence. Keep moving forward by regularly engaging with chances for growth, all while being true to your values and who you really are. Mastering social dynamics. Grasping how people act and interact is important for building a strong mindset. Understanding how people think, act, and interact gives you a strong edge in handling social situations while keeping your composure. Social dynamics are based on the idea that people are naturally social beings motivated by fundamental needs like acceptance, validation, power, and connection. To understand social dynamics, begin by watching how people act in various situations. Observe how groups naturally create status hierarchies, how people show their position through small actions, and how influence moves among people. These observations show patterns that help you see how people interact with each other. By recognizing these patterns, you can place yourself better while staying true to who you really are. Power dynamics are present in all human interactions, whether they are clear or not. Some people try to gain power by manipulating others, while others earn respect just by how they act and carry themselves. Recognize these dynamics without letting them take over your life. This understanding helps you keep your mental independence while interacting well with others. Social influence techniques rely on the ideas of giving back, limited availability, expert opinion, staying true to oneself, personal connections, and following what others do. Knowing these principles helps you see when they're applied to you and allows you to influence others ethically when needed. People tend to follow someone who shows knowledge and truly cares about the well-being of others. When you work on improving yourself and your skills, you naturally boost your social influence without needing to manipulate others. Being socially intelligent means being genuine and understanding, not manipulative or fake. It means knowing people well enough to handle social situations while staying true to yourself. This involves noticing social signals, grasping feelings beneath the surface, and reacting suitably to various situations. By mastering these skills, you can keep strong boundaries and create meaningful connections with others. Building social skills also means getting to know how groups work together. Groups have their own way of thinking, with unspoken rules, power dynamics, and social values. When you know how groups work, you can move through them better while still being yourself. This understanding helps you stay clear of groupthink while still working well in team settings. Talking with others is very important for getting good at social interactions. Listening carefully, asking good questions, and having real conversations helps you build stronger relationships and understand what others think and feel. This skill helps you connect with others easily and grasp the underlying feelings in social situations. Mastering social dynamics is not about controlling others. It's about understanding human nature to handle social situations better. This knowledge supports your mental strength, helps you form meaningful relationships, and allows you to reach your goals through ethical influence. When you mix social skills with clear personal boundaries and genuine self-expression, you become better at handling social situations and stronger against social pressure. Being aware of social situations and staying grounded helps you become more influential and less likely to be manipulated. This mix of being socially aware and having personal strength builds a strong base for long-term success in both personal and work relationships. Watch how people interact with interest and kindness. aiming to understand instead of judging or trying to control. Optimal performance state. Being able to reach and keep top performance levels is what makes outstanding achievers different from average performers. This ideal state of awareness, often referred to as flow, is when your mind and body function together seamlessly, enabling you to perform at your highest level. To achieve this state, know what triggers it and to set up the right conditions for it to happen. Getting ready for your best performance starts with preparing your mind. Like athletes who picture their performance before a competition, you should create routines that help your mind and body get ready to focus. This could include deep breathing exercises, relaxing your muscles step by step, or using visualization techniques to get ready for what's coming up. These routines build neural patterns that, when practiced regularly, automatically activate your best performance state. The environment is very important for reaching peak states. Your environment should help you concentrate instead of making it harder. This involves removing distractions, tidying up your workspace, and setting up an environment that supports your best performance. Some people focus better in total silence, while others prefer having music or background sounds. Knowing what you like and adjusting your surroundings to fit those preferences is important for staying at your best. Mental preparation goes further than just what you do right before a performance. Doing things like meditation, mindfulness, and mental rehearsal helps you get into and stay in flow states. These practices strengthen your mind, helping you to focus and concentrate deeply when necessary. They help you see and remove mental blocks that could stop you from achieving your best state. Managing physical states is also important. Your body and mind work together, and how you feel physically affects how well you think and perform mentally. Good sleep, healthy eating, and regular exercise are essential for achieving the best mental performance. When you take care of your body, your mind can work at its best. Notice how your energy changes during the day and plan important tasks for when you feel most energetic. Progressive challenge is important for staying at your best. Your tasks should be a bit more challenging than what you can currently do. They should require your full attention, but not be so hard that they make you feel anxious. This ideal balance keeps you interested and improving while letting you feel the joy of success. As you get better, slowly make your challenges harder to keep things balanced. Feedback loops are important for improving your performance. Notice the conditions that help you get your best results. What was on your mind? What were your feelings? How was your surroundings? Keep track of these factors and use them to create the best conditions next time. As time goes on, you'll learn what helps you perform at your best. Recovery is a key part of achieving peak performance that is often ignored. Just like athletes require breaks between their training, your mind also needs time to refresh. Include planned recovery times in your schedule. This can involve taking short breaks during busy work times, having longer relaxation periods between big projects, or scheduling regular vacations to keep up long-term performance. The main aim is to turn accessing peak states into a consistent and dependable process instead of something that happens by chance. When you know and use these parts, getting ready, setting the right space, practicing, taking care of your body, gradually increasing difficulty, getting feedback, and allowing time to recover, you build a clear way to reach and keep your best performance. This method turns peak performance from something that happens sometimes into a reliable state that you can reach whenever you need it. Defense against psychological warfare. In today's social world, knowing how to recognize and protect yourself from psychological manipulation is an important skill to have. The human mind is strong, but it can be affected by different types of psychological tricks if we don't know how to spot and deal with them. Manipulation usually starts off quietly, with interactions that seem harmless but slowly turn into more controlling actions. The first step in protecting yourself psychologically is to become aware of common manipulation tactics. Gaslighting means making someone doubt what they see and think. If someone often says your feelings aren't valid or that you're overreacting, they might be trying to confuse how you see things. Love bombing is when someone gives a lot of attention and affection at the start of a relationship, but then takes it away later to gain control. By spotting these patterns early, you can keep control over your feelings and prevent yourself from relying on the manipulator's approval. Guilt trips and emotional blackmail are often used in personal and professional relationships. These tactics take advantage of your feelings of responsibility and compassion to influence what you do. To protect yourself from these attacks, set clear personal boundaries and recognize that you are not in charge of how others feel or what they decide. Strategic information gathering is a type of psychological warfare where people collect personal details about you to use them later as leverage. Be careful about what you share and who you share it with to keep yourself safe. It's not necessary for everyone to be aware of your weaknesses, fears, or personal challenges. Your shield is selective transparency. Social pressure and group manipulation tactics influence your decisions by isolating you or applying peer pressure. Strengthen your resilience by improving your ability to think independently and by staying connected with different social groups. This stops any one group from having too much mental control over you. A strong sense of self is the best defense against psychological warfare. Knowing who you are, what you believe in, and what you want makes it difficult for others to influence your thoughts and actions. Think about your values often. Keep a clear idea of what you want in life, and remind yourself of your worth. Being good at mental self-defense means you also need to be skilled at managing your emotions. When facing a psychological attack, keeping calm helps you think clearly and respond in a smart way instead of just reacting. Use techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, and emotional detachment when dealing with manipulative situations. Some ways to handle this are by setting clear limits, communicating directly, and using the gray rock method when needed. The gray rock technique means acting dull and unresponsive when interacting with manipulative people, which prevents them from getting the emotional reaction they want. Psychological warfare usually depends on causing confusion and uncertainty in oneself. Keep clear records of important interactions and decisions to address this. This documentation acts as a clear reference when someone attempts to mislead you or manipulate your perception of reality. The aim is not to become overly suspicious or untrusting, but to cultivate a healthy sense of skepticism and establish solid psychological boundaries. By knowing how these dynamics work and putting in place the right defenses, you can handle social interactions confidently while taking care of your mental and emotional health. The growth booster. The human mind has a remarkable ability to grow and develop, which many people do not fully understand. By using quick learning methods, targeted skill-building strategies, and practices for expanding your mind, you can speed up your personal growth like never before. Focus on growing step by step, and always believe that you can go beyond your current limits. Learning quickly starts with knowing how your brain takes in and keeps information. The best learners use different senses at the same time. They read, picture things in their mind, talk out loud, and get hands on with what they're learning. This method uses different ways to help build stronger connections in the brain and speeds up learning. When learning something new, start by understanding the basic parts. Focus on mastering these simple elements before moving on to more complicated tasks. This step-by-step approach helps avoid confusion and builds a strong base for more advanced learning. To develop a skill, you need to practice intentionally. This means not just doing the same thing over and over, but putting in focused effort that challenges you while keeping good technique. Make learning spaces that push you a little past what you're used to, where you can grow quickly. Keep a close eye on your progress and change your practice methods according to what you find. Plateau periods are normal and usually come before important breakthroughs. Change your approach and trust the process during these times. Mental expansion practices mean intentionally seeking out new ideas, viewpoints, and experiences. Try reading books from different genres, talk to people who make you think differently, and take on tasks that are a little harder than what you usually do. Your brain reacts to new experiences by forming new connections, which increases your mental ability. Get into the habit of questioning what you think and looking for information that goes against your current beliefs. A growth mindset is the basis for faster progress. See each challenge as a chance to learn and get better instead of a way to measure what you can do now. See failure as helpful advice that can lead you to do better next time. Make it a habit to ask yourself, what can I learn from this? In every situation, particularly in tough ones, this view turns challenges into opportunities for improvement. Language is important for speeding up growth. Change phrases like "I can't" or "I'm not good at" to more positive ones like "I'm learning to" or "I'm developing my skills in." The way you talk to yourself influences your reality, so pick words that help you grow. Develop a vocabulary for personal growth that focuses on potential and advancement instead of restrictions. Time blocking is a helpful method for faster progress. Set aside certain times each day for focused learning and skill building. During these times, remove distractions and focus fully on learning. Short, focused practice sessions are more effective than longer, unfocused ones. Organize your surroundings to help you focus deeply and treat your study time as very important. Fast growth also needs the right time for recovery and integration. Your brain requires time to understand new information and learn skills. Set up regular times to think about what you've learned and notice trends in your growth. Write in a journal to keep track of your thoughts and see how you improve over time. This practice helps you learn better and find the best ways to grow personally. Connect with people who are focused on quick growth and improvement. Look for mentors who have done what you want to do and learn from what they went through. Join or start mastermind groups to share challenges, solutions, and resources. Being part of a community that focuses on growth can really help you move forward and keep you accountable. Creating reality. Your mindset and the choices you make can change your reality and influence your surroundings. Your mind works like a filter, taking in information and making sense of your experiences. When you understand how this works, you can take part in creating the reality you want, instead of just going along with whatever happens. Your way of thinking is the basis for creating your reality. When you take a growth-focused view, you start to notice chances where others see problems. This isn't just about thinking positively. It's about creating a practical, solution-oriented way to handle life's challenges. When you actively select your thoughts and beliefs, you build a mindset that helps you achieve what you want. Environment design is very important for creating reality. Your environment has a big impact on how you think, feel, and act. Begin by checking your physical space. Take out things that take away your energy or support negative habits. Swap them out for items, colors, and setups that motivate and uplift you. Make specific areas for getting work done, being creative and unwinding. Your surroundings should match and help you grow into the person you want to be. To grow in the future, you need to have a clear idea of the person you want to be. Think about who you want to be in 3, 5, or 10 years. What traits do they have? What habits have they learned well? What achievements characterize them? Let this vision guide what you do now. Choose based on how well it fits with who you want to be in the future. This method turns vague goals into clear daily decisions. Reality creation is not just about personal growth. It also affects how others see and engage with you. When you move with confidence and intention, others will naturally react to your vibe. Your confidence spreads to others, and your clear thinking draws in new chances. This isn't about tricking anyone. It's about genuinely living your goals and letting others see your worth. Creating reality takes regular practice. Begin each day by imagining what you want to achieve. Choose affirmations that feel true to who you really are. Establish morning and evening routines that support your desired reality. When challenges come up, see them as chances to build your skills in creating your reality. Every challenge you face shows that your method works well. Managing your time is very important when creating your reality. Set aside certain times for tasks that match your goals. Protect these time blocks carefully. Practice saying no to commitments that don't help you achieve your main goals. Your calendar should show what matters most to you and help you move toward your best future. Creating reality involves both creativity and systematic thinking. Understanding psychological principles and using effective strategies is what the scientific aspect is all about. Your unique expression and creative way of designing your life bring in the artistic element. Combine both parts to develop a method that feels genuine and delivers real results. As you practice, your skill to shape reality improves. Begin with minor adjustments and gradually gain speed. Pay attention to how changing your viewpoint affects results. Keep a record of your achievements and learn from your challenges. As you become more confident, take on bigger changes. As you get better at this skill, your reality starts to match your vision more and more. Daily mind care. Building a great mind starts with regular daily habits that keep our thinking sharp and improve our mental skills. Just like we brush our teeth and take showers to stay clean, our minds need regular care to work their best. Mental hygiene includes the daily habits and activities that help keep our minds strong, flexible, and effective. A strong morning routine shapes how the rest of your day goes. The first hour after you wake up is an important time when your mind is very open to new ideas and influences. Begin by steering clear of the urge to quickly check your phone or emails. Instead, focus on activities that help clear and refresh your mind. Doing deep breathing exercises along with positive visualization can quickly change how you feel mentally. Picture yourself going through your day, feeling sure, clear-headed, and focused. This mental practice prepares your brain for success and helps you notice opportunities that match your goals. During the day, set up times to check in on your mental state. These are short times when you check how you feel and make any needed changes. Notice how you feel physically, emotionally, and mentally. When you see negative thoughts or feel low energy, try using pattern interrupts. You can easily change how you feel by moving your body, doing quick breathing exercises, or trying short meditation sessions. These actions help stop mental tiredness and keep performance at its best. Managing energy is important for maintaining mental sharpness. Your brain uses a lot of energy, so fuel it with good nutrition and enough rest. Plan your day to match your natural energy levels. Many people think best in the morning, which is a great time for tackling tough problems and doing creative tasks. Plan challenging mental tasks for when you feel most energetic and save routine activities or physical movement for when your energy is lower. Set limits on what you take in mentally. Your brain takes in a lot of information every day, and not everything helps you grow. Set clear times for checking email and social media to create digital boundaries. Be careful about what you read and the discussions you take part in to improve your information filtering skills. Choosing what you focus on helps you save your mental energy for the things that really count. Create a simple evening routine that helps your mind reflect on the day and get ready for a good night's sleep. This could involve writing in a journal to clear your mind, looking back at what you've achieved, and planning your goals for the next day. Clearing your mind before bed helps reduce stress and makes sure you wake up feeling refreshed. Doing mental exercises regularly helps keep your mind clear and flexible. Try activities that challenge your thinking, like learning new skills, solving puzzles, or playing strategic games. These challenges help form new connections in the brain and keep our thinking adaptable. Mix these with mindfulness practices that help you focus on the present and manage your emotions better. To maintain good mental hygiene, be consistent instead of focusing on how intense your efforts are. Doing small, daily activities adds up over time to build strong mental strength and resilience. Think of these practices as important investments in your mental well-being, not just extra tasks to do. When you include these habits in your daily life, they turn into automatic actions that help strengthen your mental strength and emotional balance. Mastering relationships. Creating strong relationships while keeping your mental strength involves finding the right mix of being open and setting limits. Strong connections are important for a happy life, but they can also bring some challenges. The important part is to build strong relationships that help you connect deeply with others while being true to who you are. Understanding human nature is essential for mastering relationships. Everyone sees things in their own way, bringing along their own experiences, worries, and wants. When you see this basic truth, you can engage in relationships with more understanding and less emotional connection to how others act. This knowledge helps you stay emotionally steady while dealing with complicated relationships. Challenging people can help you grow in your relationships. Rather than seeing difficult people as problems, think of them as guides that help you build your emotional strength. When dealing with toxic behavior, it's better to respond than to react. Leave some space between what triggers you and how you respond. This gives your higher mind a chance to pick the best action to take. This could involve establishing clear limits, stepping back strategically, or using communication methods that redirect negative energy. Understanding leadership psychology is important for building strong relationships. In both work and personal situations, know how to help and influence others while keeping respect for everyone involved. This means building presence, the skill to gain attention and respect without being forceful or controlling. Real leadership in relationships is about being genuine, staying emotionally steady, and having the ability to encourage others to grow. Building a strong connection involves being open and honest while also being strong. Be open to real relationships, but also keep your true self and values intact. This creates a situation where you can be open to others while also being firmly rooted in yourself. Listen carefully to others while staying true to yourself and share your own stories without needing approval. How we feel inside can often reflect in our relationships with others. If you notice the same patterns happening in your relationships, take a moment to reflect on what these patterns might show you about where you can grow. Apply these insights to grow personally and improve your connections with others. Being aware of yourself helps you understand things better. This understanding improves your relationships, and those stronger connections help you learn even more about yourself. Communication connects minds and hearts in relationships. Learn to share your thoughts clearly while being open to what others have to say. Learn to handle disagreements calmly, seeing conflict as a chance to understand each other instead of a fight to win. Learn how to give and receive feedback. Honest communication, when done with kindness, helps build stronger relationships instead of hurting them. Mastering relationships is a continuous process, not a final goal. Every interaction gives you a chance to use and improve your skills. Be curious about people, keep learning from every interaction, and stay grounded while connecting with others. As you grow these skills, you'll notice that you're creating a network of strong, healthy relationships that boost your energy instead of taking it away. This skill is essential for your strong mind, helping you connect well with others while staying true to yourself. The superhuman mind. A superhuman mind is all about reaching the highest level of mental skill and personal growth. This code is more than just rules. It's a way of living that turns everyday experiences into remarkable successes. The superhuman mind is all about growing continuously, staying true to your values, and living with intention. Following this code means accepting both strength and duty. A truly evolved person knows that real strength is about helping others as you grow. This means choosing actions that reflect your important values and help make the world a better place. Your actions are intentional, your words matter, and your presence encourages others to strive for their own success. The code highlights that being consistent is more important than being intense. Small, everyday actions add up over time to produce big results. This could involve spending time every day to improve skills, keeping good relationships, or helping important causes. The emphasis is on consistent habits rather than rare big actions that develop your character and impact others. Building a legacy is another important part of the superhuman mind. This goes beyond just what you own to think about how you affect other people and the world around you. Every interaction is a chance to make a positive impact, whether by mentoring, adding value, or just being kind. Your legacy comes from being true to yourself and striving to do your best in every part of life. The code includes the idea of being flexible while keeping important values intact. As the world changes quickly, those who succeed can adapt their plans while staying true to their core values. This mix of being flexible and stable builds strength and helps achieve lasting success. The superhuman mind includes the idea of managing energy. This includes physical energy, along with mental, emotional, and spiritual energy too. Knowing and improving these energy flows helps maintain strong performance without feeling exhausted. It involves understanding when to keep going and when to take a break, when to participate, and when to step back. The code encourages continuous learning and development. This includes not just formal education, but also the lessons we learn from life in various ways. Every experience, good or bad, is a chance to grow. This way of thinking turns challenges into chances to grow and obstacles into opportunities to improve. Social responsibility is important in the superhuman mind. Real strength means you have to use it carefully and in a good way. This means thinking about how your actions affect others and making decisions that help everyone. A leader inspires by setting an example instead of relying only on authority. Personal sovereignty is another important part of the code. This means being fully accountable for your life situation and staying in charge of how you react to outside events. It means setting clear limits while still being open to connecting and working together when it makes sense. The superhuman mind shows a promise to do your best in all parts of life. It's about building a life filled with meaning, strength, and a good influence. When you follow these principles, you improve your own life and help those around you improve theirs too. This is how you create a lasting impact that goes beyond your current surroundings and keeps inspiring others even after you're no longer here.